going on, family? It's 11 p.m. East Coast time. It's Thursday. Hey, so you know what time it is. You're in the Beatdown. I'm Brew. This is the Badger. What's going on, fam?
Well, big bro, shit, you hit it on the head. It's Thursday, man. It's downhill from here. But what better way to end the work week than with a good quality therapy session? That's why I'm here.
Well, I guess we're here for the same reason. So we gonna get this thing. Hey, I saw something online, and I I couldn't let it go. When I saw it, I was like, wow. It seems like everybody is trying to find their niche in bare knuckles. I don't know if you remember Kenman Evans. He's out of Pete White Boxing MMA. I saw him going through a weigh-in today because he's getting ready to compete in a bare knuckle event, and I was like, man, how bad is boxing that you gotta take the gloves off and jump into MMA to try to make your way? I don't know if they're paying more at the lower levels or what it is, but Kenman was a pretty good boxer when we saw him.
Yeah, I like Kim, and I thought Kim had I thought he had some intangibles that would be a problem for anybody else that he got in there with. But things happen, man. We see these pitfalls in boxing all the time, whether it's financial, whether guys aren't moved the correct way. You know, and let's be clear about this too, man. Combat sports still preys on those on the lower socioeconomic totem pole, so that comes with the other myriad of issues. But I'm glad to see him getting back in active and getting back in there and doing something, even if it's bare knuckle. So it's cool.
It just kind of shook me because I started thinking of the dynamics of bare knuckle versus boxing, or versus gloved boxing, because you can't even call boxing that we grew up on traditional because it was bare knuckle before anything else. Um, but mainstream boxing, you start thinking about the fact that yeah, they may tape your hands, but there's no, I mean that padding that usually it reduces a little bit of the concussion, a little bit, is completely gone. The the level of damage goes up. Like if you hit somebody with a rapid punch with padding there, it's less likely to cause permanent damage than just this. So I don't know. I'm just trying to get inside the psyche of someone who would wake up and say, "Take the gloves off." I mean, it's not a street fight, but I guess it is. It's a paid street fight at that point with a couple of rules.
You know, I'm having to come around to it. I have a couple of fighters that may be getting in there with bare knuckles, so I have to come around to it a little bit. Um, there is a little nuance there. I mean, it's not boxing at that type of skill level, which is why you would see some boxers get in there and probably really clean up because the guys that are in bare knuckle, I don't even know if a lot of them have boxing backgrounds, or at least let me put it this way: the early entrants, the early guys into bare knuckle, so the guys that are in there now, the majority of those guys, I'm not sure how much boxing experience they have. A lot of these guys are coming from an MMA background, which means that they're not very good boxers. So and let's understand the dynamic that bare knuckles is going for. They're trying to be the third wheel, right? They're trying to come in behind the UFC and behind boxing.
Mm-hmm.
And to be fair to them, and to much to my chagrin, at least earlier, they're kind of successful, bro. They have a niche fan base that seems to come out of support. I called for the demise last year, right after they made the entrance here in Tampa, and this egg on my face. They've been pretty successful. They got a show this weekend coming up in Daytona. So man, look, I'm cool with anybody getting money. So it is what it is.
Listen, um, I've been following them since they were considered underground back in what 2010, 2008, 2009, around that time, because you could get their videos on YouTube. You could follow on YouTube all the time. But I don't know. The more I really looked at it, the more crude and crass it is. I guess you'd say the more pure it was. But a lot of these were tough guys. They won tough guy competitions. You know, they weren't going to be able to step in a ring with a world class boxer where you have a set of guidelines and it's more about the sweet science. This is truly the hurt business when you go to a bare knuckle fight. This is someone who says, you know what, I've been good in the street. Let's carry it in this little confined area, but I'm used to getting punched in the face without gloves. A regular boxer, I wouldn't think would do this as long as they still had a shot at making money in a traditional or a mainstream ring with mainstream rules with gloves on. That's what
Yeah,
kind of
you.
shocked me about Kidman.
Well, yeah, you're right. And let's be clear about Kinman. Kinman was always just someone that was just getting started. I don't know how many pro fights Kinman ended up with before he decided to join bare knuckle, but it's probably wasn't more than 10 or 12. And
They announced him at 5-0 in the weigh-in.
right, yeah. See, so I mean, he was still just learning. You're not going to see any guys that are making money, even journeymen, even guys that are opponents. You're not going to see them step into bare knuckle. Um, Bare knuckle is going to be any boxers that you see in bare knuckle are guys that can't cut it or guys that are retired out of boxing and they still want to make a little money. Go in there and beat up some guys in bare knuckle. Why not? Easy payday. At least they think. So, but yeah, my sentiments are in lockstep with yours. Um, it's you just it's a sports combat, and I'll leave it at that. If you like combat, then hey, there's a spot here for you in bare knuckle, and it looks like I'm going to be a part of that. So hey, I gotta learn to like it and learn the rules and learn the nuance in it, and just see where it goes.
Well, uh, it's not something that I think in me. Um, Now, obviously, all of us fought bare knuckle at some point. So I don't think there's a dude alive. There may be a couple, but not too many. None from my neighborhood that didn't fight bare knuckle at some point. Um, but having gotten older, I would say wiser. I love the sport of boxing, but bare knuckle, I just think it's just another form of exploitation, just like the hurt business. But this one, I think, is just it's a little worse. It's to me, it's as bad as letting Tyson and Jones fight, or if not worse, because you understand the chance of them getting hurt severely goes up exponentially with bare knuckles rather than when you see Jones and Tyson fight with gloves on with some sort of rules. And I know bare knuckles has rules, but that collision every time a fist hits any part of your body, no, not for money.
Yeah, it's interesting, man. But hey, it's working. People are coming out to support it and watch it. They got their own streaming platform.
Of
They
course.
just signed Paige Van Zant, which
Goodbye,
is
pretty
important.
page.
Yeah, it's important because she was up until just a few months ago, even before this last loss in the UFC, even before she came back from an injury, she was a darling of the UFC. Paige Van Zant was always on co-main events. She even had her own main event, I think, once or twice. So the money is there to pick up athletes that probably just couldn't quite cut at that level, and there are going to be people that want to see them. People are going to come out to see Paige Van Zant because she's a name, and if you know combat sports, especially MMA, you know who she is. So they're banking on the fact that people are just going to still want to see her perform, and to a degree, they may be right. So I'm in agreement with some things you say, but at this point, bro, we just roll with it and see how it goes.
And I trust me, having been to some tough man competitions, and I know good and well people. There's an audience for this. There's been an audience for this. They just weren't able to get it out there like they are now. But I just wow, it's just gonna be interesting. That's all I'll say. It's gonna be interesting. I've seen it quite a bit. Um, it's just not something that I would go, ooh, I'm gonna pay for that. But I know there's some bloodthirsty people that will enough to make somebody a lot of money. So, hey, like you said, to each their own. To each their own.
Yeah, I mean, it's a thing, bro. So not to throw you off, but maybe you can have some more information about this. What is it that Skip Bayless has stepped into now?
I don't know.
I didn't hear. Apparently, he said something that people thought was offensive in regard to Dak Prescott. I guess he appeared to be very insensitive about Dak's battle with depression. Either way, Fox came out and made a statement saying that, hey, we don't agree with Skip Bayless. We've had a conversation with him. We feel like Dak is not only a great performer on the field, but a leader in that Cowboy locker room, and it shows in his character off the field. Um, but yeah, so I need to. I wish I would have saw this earlier before we jumped on, so I could have researched it and seen exactly what Skip said. But
Yeah.
you know, I
Skip
don't know,
stepped
bro.
in it again.
Yeah, he did. He really did.
Man, Skip. Um, and you didn't hear anything else about it?
Uh.
Because I was gonna try to look it up, but I'm not trying to have any dead air. So hopefully we can find this later and get back to the people. I'm sure it'll be all over TV soon.
Yeah.
Skip's such a sweetheart too. I'm gonna miss his pompous behind.
I don't think they're gonna get rid of him, bro.
Nah, they won't. That's Skip Bayless. That's Skip Bayless. So and many times they should have gotten rid of him and they haven't. I wouldn't think they get rid of him either.
Bro, I am amazed at what I just saw. The state of Florida has more COVID cases than Texas. That is amazing.
Yes.
Considering that Texas is what? At least double Florida's well, almost double our population. Florida's at what, about 20 million? Texas is sitting at what, probably about 35 million? And then California's above them at like what, close to 40 maybe or whatever. But that's crazy. Like, we're so much smaller than Texas in population, but we almost have as many, but we have more COVID cases than them. Both are Republican governors, by the way, so these numbers, if they're skewed or not, are still not looking good for Florida.
No. And you know what? At this point, it's just bad all the way around. So there's really, the numbers are just icing on the cake. It's just bad. The way it's been handled has been horrible. And the fact that you politicize a pandemic, it's so America. It's so European. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I offend anybody since America thinks, we're actually little England for the most part? But it is it's just a very stupid way to handle it. I mean, you've done everything that you're not supposed to do. And you still have supporters.
Yeah.
So, that's why when people said, well, did you hear what Joe Biden said? And he said this a couple of times. Look at what your idiot president says every day. I mean, now it came out in a report that he downplayed the pandemic in February so he wouldn't incite any fears.
Right.
This is what he was heard recorded saying. But of course he's saying, well, it wasn't like that. The Democrats are twisting it. Oh, sorry. God. But I'm just saying, you were recorded. You were recorded saying this. There were no skips, no loops. This is what you said during an interview with someone you were very comfortable with. And you said this multiple times. But it's just the way that we've handled this pandemic. Now, if you really want me to go there, I believe everything is scripted. We just have an idiot delivering the information from the White House. But I believe there's certain things, measures that are going to be put in place that are going to happen, and they use the pandemic to do it. And they didn't care and give a crap about all these people who have lost their lives. They didn't care. And it's just unconscionable unless you've looked at the history of this country.
Right.
You always end this show talking about mental health is real, checking on your people. Well, I saw a story on LinkedIn this morning where a father was sharing how the whole coronavirus pandemic with people being locked down affected his son, his 12-year-old son. Right before, a day or two before his 13th birthday, he committed suicide. And just because we don't understand how this is affecting children, we look at it from an adult standpoint and how it's inconveniencing us. But I can tell you as a parent, when I actually sat back and watched how it was affecting my 4.5-year-old, I had to realign how I did things. I couldn't complain about things as much because she feeds off of her mother and myself. How we look at things and how she looks at things. So we had to make a vow that we weren't going to really allow the effects of the pandemic to come through us into this house because my daughter was confined to this house for months. So I know you didn't mean to go down this hole, but it's just some things that just kind of connected themselves today. And then when I looked up Skip Bayless, he got reprimanded for making some disparaging remarks about mental health.
Yeah, and just to add a little context to everything in its totality, today is the first day that all major sports, including the WNBA and MLS, will all play on the same day. We got an NFL game going on right now
Right
between
now.
between the Texans and the Chiefs, and they were booed at the beginning of the game as they locked arms. It's just amazing where we are as a country that we're booing players for standing in unity about people being brutalized and killed in the streets.
Not surprising, wasn't it Kansas City where the couple stood out and waved their guns at the Black Lives Rally
Yeah, that was
march?
St. Louis, but close enough.
St. Louis, yeah, Missouri.
Yeah,
Um, and right now
or
you've got
misery, as some people say it.
Missouri. That's what my brother-in-law calls Fort Myers, Fort Misery.
Hmm.
Um, and right now you have the U.S. Open semifinals with Serena Williams battling Azarenka, Anika Azarenka. So I mean, yeah,
Mm,
all sports are going
right.
today. Hockey, all sports are going today. I think if you look
Shouts
close,
out to the Lightning, man. Still
oh
kicking
my
ass, by the way.
goodness, yes, yes. Oh, they have 3-0 or 2-0.
Uh, it was. It might be 2-0, maybe. I don't know.
I know they've won the first two games. I didn't know if they played today and I missed it. But yeah, and shout out to my girl Serena. She's going for number 24, 24th major, which will tie Margaret Court for the most major victories. Um, right now, they're in the third set. She won the first set 6-1, and then she lost the second set. I'm not sure what she lost the second set by, but they're in the third set right now. So because I love you all so much, I'm here instead of watching the match. But I can hear the grunting. Sounds like a bad adult movie. But that's just how they play tennis.
Yeah, I guess. Listen, we'll have to do a deeper dive.
Bro, you froze. Are you there? Your audio went away.
Yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me now?
Okay, now I can.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. It looks like Erickson Lubin and Terrell Gachet are doing a face to face, obviously via the internet, obviously via social distancing, but they're on the Boxing Voice right now, and we're not able to look into that right now as we've got our own broadcast going. But I'll be interested to see what that conversation is like.
And they're on the Boxing Voice.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Look, thanks for reaching out, Waldo the Barber Woodard.
Hey, my boy Waldo,
He said,
what it do, bruh?
is Roy and Mike gonna fight? As far as we know,
Well, now look, I don't know, Waldo. They keep going back and forth on it. I always said I never wanted to see this fight in the first place, so if they don't, I'm okay with it. But for what it's worth, they already put their foot out there. They need to go ahead and go through with it. I don't know what the holdup is. I know Roe was having some issues with Mike and them changing dates and moving stuff around because Roy, like most people, feel like Mike might be on something. So either way, it's all good. I think they're gonna fight. They just got to get a date. Last time I checked, I think the date was November, right?
yeah, it was November, like a week
Like the
before
week before
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, right? Black Friday. Okay, all right. Or not Black Friday, the week before.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, we're gonna let you know how we feel about it. So scrolling across the bottom, you should see a change now where it says Roy and Mike need to fight. Because now y'all got me all excited about this fight. I didn't think it should happen in the beginning. I've been spending my money on the OMF Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
They need to get in there and somebody need to win this belt.
Yeah.
Somebody, and I'm gonna have my friend who's and yes, don't knock her because she's a plus size model, but she gonna be in there to put the belt around the waist of the winner. Now we may need security for her because she like both of them. But
Oh wow.
yeah, she said she gonna put the squeeze on him when she puts the title on him. So,
Hey, listen, you got the Florida thing going. I heard you say both of them.
both of them.
Hey
exactly.
man, you been here for a while, bro.
I sure have. So I can't help that. I'm trying. But ooh, he said Roy ducking. Ooh.
Oh, come
Ooh.
on.
That's
come
what I'm talking about,
on.
Waldo. Me and you.
Waldo, you a Florida guy. Don't do
Whatever,
that.
Waldo.
Don't disrespect the
Stand
Florida
your
like
ground.
that.
Stand your ground,
No,
sir.
don't do us like that, bro. Roy's not ducking, bro.
You heard what he called you to. He didn't call you bro the first time. So stand your ground, sir. Stand your ground, sir. I respect you. I respect your opinion.
Nah, don't do it, bro. Don't fall into the trap, bro. Don't fall into the trap.
Opinion.
Don't listen to this guy.
No, speak your ground. I encourage everybody to speak their ground. And Waldo, try to encourage your buddy over here to man up and step in the ring with Amanda Nunes. That's what we're trying to get going here.
Bro, you gotta relax. I already told you I'm not getting in there with that woman, man. Stop putting me in there
She's
with her. I told you.
135 pounds, Waldo. She's 135 pounds.
That's because you ain't seen her up close in person. I don't give a damn
She's
about what you're talking about.
135 pounds.
I don't give a damn what you're talking about. I seen her in person. Hey, listen, I already told you, man. The fight to make is me and Mike. We're gonna put Mike in the gi, and we going 3 rounds, 3 6-minute rolls. What's up, Mike? Where you at?
Whatever. You gonna put Mike in that gi? Mike will bite through that gi.
You gonna have to,
bro.
And just go ahead and let me collect as I pass go.
Wait a minute. Waldo said, bro, Roy was my guy until he almost died in the ring. Ooh. Ooh. Yo, I can't even be mad at that. I can't even be mad at that. So,
Waldo, you gotta relax, bro.
He put your government name out there. We can't do that one.
He said I'm ducking. No, bro, listen.
He is.
Y'all keep okay, all right.
He is ducking. He is ducking.
I was with the woman. Y'all keep doing all that rapping, man. The man knew to put hands on y'all.
Listen,
I'm not gonna be a victim.
Waldo,
I'm telling you that right
Waldo,
now.
This is
I would not be a statistic. I would not be a victim.
Big time D1 defensive back. You know, should have been in the NFL.
That ain't got listen. All that you talking ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm 38 now.
He's scared of a 135 pound woman.
Listen, man. At 38, you don't hear like you used to.
I know some women are bad. I know some women that can duke up dudes pretty good. But
man,
listen. All you got to do is take her down.
It ain't gonna be that easy.
Take her down, bro. I didn't say it was gonna be easy. Treat her like you do a prom date. Just take her down.
She has to ask first. She gotta ask me nicely. You know, she might like that.
She might. And then she might treat you like she does her girlfriend.
And who knows, man? Anything is possible, bro. Anything is possible.
Wow. He plays all 3 levels in one game.
Hey, get Waldo off here, man, because he finna start that BS. I already see where this is going. Get him off here, bro.
NDB.
All right, bro. Listen, all right, bro. We appreciate you tuning in, bro. You can go ahead and get back to your regular schedule program, whatever it is you was doing before you logged in, bro.
Linebacker, NDB. Oh, my gosh. Waldo, stick around, bro. I'm loving you already.
This guy.
So what else you got, bro?
So listen, did we find out what was going? Did we get any more detail about the Canelo DAZN Golden Boy beef? Because I know that DAZN's issue was saying that now listen, they said Callum Smith and Billy Joe Saunders both were not premium opponents. But it's right, and I mean Callum Smith. Whatever. But Billy Joe Saunders, he is the mandatory. What, Billy Joe Saunders?
Even though he's stupid, he is a premium opponent.
Right, and he can fight. My thing is this, though. With all the money they have, with all the clout that DAZN have, why don't they just make the fights? I mean, you can pretty much, I think they can pretty much force Golden Boy's hand. Because, listen, everybody's here because of Canelo.
Right.
DAZN is here because of Canelo, and Golden Boy is here because of Canelo. And if they're acting as the outlet and the promoter, so to speak, with Eddie Hearn in the Matchroom, man, force their hand, bro. I mean, y'all paying this man,
right? And
apparently he's not gonna fight for any penny less. So give him the mandatories, give him. Nah, I'm in agreement with him, bro. Listen, everybody get their money because the people at the top will always get theirs. So get your money. But come on, man, like I'm sure there are some things that can be done to where they can force this issue.
Yeah.
I'm not privy. I'm not in the meetings, but to hold this up because you don't like the opponents. Well, then what opponents do you want? And if you want Triple G, you got to pay for that, man. And I don't. And look, Canelo's not interested in fighting Triple G, and I get it because he's already beat him twice.
Right.
No matter how we feel about it or whatever, it's 2-0. So then, what if Gennady wins the third fight? Then what are we doing?
Looking stupid.
Right. So I'm good with that, man. I'm alright with that.
Oh Lord, bro. Okay, if updated for you all who are watching this instead of the game. Kansas City is up 34-20 over Houston. Serena's down 3-0 in the third set.
Whoa, she's finna get beat in straight
No,
sets.
she's not. She coming back.
Okay.
She wouldn't get beat straight sets. She won the first set 6-1.
Oh, I thought you said she's down 3 sets. Oh, okay, because that match would have been over at that point. Okay,
Yeah.
she won the first set. Okay, gotcha.
She lost the second one 3-6, and she's now down 0-3, which means her serve has been broken again in the third set. Come on,
Dang.
Serena. I ain't gonna. Hey, I'm not.
Hey, man,
partisan
listen.
on this
One thing we got to recognize is the GOAT is aging, and tennis has always been a young person's game. So she
This woman's about the same age as Serena. So think about it, because Serena came in at 16. A lot of these other professionals came in at like 22, 24.
Who is she playing?
She's playing Anika Azarenka.
Azarenka, okay. All right.
Avika Azarenka. They call her Vicky.
Yeah. Okay.
And
she's been around for a while too. She's been a top contender for a while. Okay.
They started playing like in 2008 as competitors, and but Avika or Vicky, whatever they call her, was about she was probably in her 20s.
Okay.
I mean, Serena just started so much earlier, and it's like
we need Coco Golf and Madison Keys and Sloane Stevens to step up because Serena's on the way out, bro. I mean, listen, how much longer can she keep this up? How old is Serena? Is she 39?
39.
Come on, bro. To even be playing at a high level at 39, bro, in a sport like tennis, that is remarkable.
Well, first of all, we had somebody post on here at Waldo that the Badger was the GOAT. And then he also said, who can Canelo beef with at Golden Boy? What fighters? Yeah, we were kind of talking about that. What fighters?
It's not gold. It's not Golden Boy per se, bro. It's the Zone, because the Zone and Eddie Hearn with Matchroom have a stable of fighters too.
Right, and they pay.
Yeah.
10 fights, $36 million a fight.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. That's like Patrick Mahomes' money.
I'm still trying to figure out what was the dynamic of that contract, because if I'm paying you, you got to fight whoever I say that you got to fight.
Here's the thing. Before, and this is crazy, I don't think it has anything to do with COVID, but before COVID, Canelo could get a fight with anybody he wanted.
Yeah. He had the Mayweather thing going for him, right? The Mayweather effect, right? Yeah.
And I think he still does. He's just very picky about who it is that he's trying to fight.
Well, let's listen, and we can't be hypocritical, because we had a problem when Floyd did it, but we were okay with it. My thing is, at this point, he's not gonna fight any of the top guys at 75. He fought the weakest link at 75, and that was Kovalev.
Yeah.
And he fought him on the back end of a 12-round marathon fight he barely won.
Right.
And he gave him 3 weeks to recover, and he got to get right back in the camp for a fight in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
He literally fought 6 weeks after he just got in a 12-round slugfest. So, I mean,
Listen,
I don't know.
I'm pulling for you, Waldo. Talking about Serena still fine at 39. You ain't lying.
Oh, she gonna be fine at 50. That ain't going nowhere. I mean, that's gonna be there.
Listen, hey, any outfit that she wears out there, there's one thing that's accessorized. I love it when she's serving away from the camera.
Hey, when is she gonna put the cat suit back on?
She said she won't because she has a daughter.
So
that's why the cat suit got retired. She ain't that hood, like she ain't from she not from Sebring. She ain't gonna do that.
Well played. Well played. Hey, I wear that with a badge of honor though.
It's true.
I'm okay with that. Listen, ever since P Valley came out, I'm repping for all my country folks, man. We ain't trying none of that, bro.
Listen,
we here now. We here. We here.
I know I'm gonna catch one in the face when I see her, but since Serena retired it, I'm sending it over to Miss Jones. Now, there you go. There you go.
Wow, bro, really?
I'm gonna catch one in the face when I see her.
Hey, man, them two midgets in the back, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
They ain't midgets. They grown women struggling to get out back there. Stop, bro. I can't, cause I got.
Yeah. We showing too much of our pig side. We starting to wink right now. Let's rein it in a little bit.
I'm
Um,
working on hog at this point.
hey, hey, while you talking though, man, I'm still stuck on your boy. Hey, he talking that big talk right now. Gary Russell Jr. He really wants to beat Devin Haney up. I saw him
That's
on
my
live today,
dude
bro.
right there, man.
I saw him on live and he was like, "Look, y'all talking about him capping. Ain't no cap. It's just some very small particulars that I think we're gonna get ironed out. And I'm gonna beat Slim ass." Them was his exact words. He was like, "I'm gonna fuck him up." Excuse my French.
Do you know where he's from? They fight for breakfast. Especially when you got so many brothers in one house. But I'm talking about just normally. Listen, y'all want to, sleep on Gary Russell if you want.
Hey, real quick. Hey, Waldo, I appreciate you joining us, bro. Hey, man, tap in with the fellas, man. Let everybody know where we at, man. Every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here, bro.
I wish did you read that comment?
What's that?
He said, "Down in the valley where
the girls get naked." Hey, that's that P Valley, man. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Listen, you need to watch it, bro. If you ain't watching, you need to get on it, bro. It will change your life.
Okay. Yeah, you got me watching what's that one? About the gay dude who had all the cats. The big cats.
Gay dude had all the cats.
The tigers and
Oh, you talking about Carol Baskin? Yeah. You talking about man, I can't call it right now.
It started out about Tiger King. It started out about
Tiger
him.
King. That's the name of it. Yeah.
And she gonna be on Dancing with the Stars.
Carol Baskin?
Yes.
Isn't she wanted?
Yes.
Don't she got a warrant? What the hell?
I think she answered it. I don't know, but I heard them talking about it on TV. She gonna be on Dancing with the Stars.
Man, this white privilege is awesome, ain't it?
Hey, they say it doesn't exist.
Man, she alleged. Listen, man, I don't even know if I should say. I'm gonna say allegedly just for legal purposes, but they say she killed a dude. Yeah. And now she on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Man, I'm done, bro. I'm dead. It's over with.
Wow. He said he can't be on here with us, man. He gotta go.
I appreciate you tuning in, brother. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, you helped make this show good tonight. I appreciate you.
But back to Devin Haney and Gary Russell, man. Bro, your boy talking that. Hey, man, he talking that real stuff out there, man.
Yeah, but that's Gary Russell. He ain't scared of nobody. I think people think it was a joke when he said he would go up and fight Bud. He wasn't joking.
Yeah, I know, bro, but
he said he would go up there and he would embarrass. And what did he say? He wouldn't just embarrass Bud, but he would embarrass Top Rank. So I'm just saying, if Bud really wanted it, Terrence Crawford Gary Russell would have come up there.
Yeah.
He even said, "Well, meet me at 40. I'll come past 35. Meet me at 40."
Yeah. Boy, he got Devin Haney to worry about now, and I am looking forward to this one, bro. And you know what, man? I like this, what Gary Russell doing, man. He was always one of my guys. I always liked him. I felt a little way about what he's been doing over the past few weeks, but man, I'm buying it. I'm all in now. I'm sold completely.
Yeah.
DMV, stand up, man. I'm here.
Y'all don't want it with the DMV. I'm trying to tell y'all. Don't come weak. Don't come weak. Oh, don't make me put on some go-go music and get us blocked again.
Hey, go-go music is great, by the way.
I definitely wanted to play some. I had a couple, boy, but I'm telling you, hey, if y'all get a chance, check out. It's an old one. It's a classic joint by Rare Essence called "This Is How We Do It in My Neighborhood." I think it might be "This Is How We Party." This is how we party. If you get a chance, check that out. And they record most of their stuff at clubs anyway, and everything has a club feel. Everything has a club feel. But that song, that's the jump. I'm telling you. I let the Red Belly hear it one time, and he went and tried to download everything he could find from Rare Essence off a torrent.
Oh yeah.
Hey man, you gotta come with me, man. You gotta come with me one time next time I go up there. We'll go to the.
Yeah, I definitely want to go check it out, brother. I really do. Here's something that's been on my mind, bro, for like probably about a week or two now. Uh-oh. As I've been kind of keeping my ear to the pavement as far as what's going on in boxing, because COVID changed a lot. Mm-hmm. What I'm starting to see now is a lot of these boxing podcasts or platforms through social media are really having an impact on what's going on in boxing. We just talked about what the Boxing Boys got going on and what they're doing right now, but there's another channel out there where they were actually in part of the negotiation for the Gary Russell and the Devin Haney fight. Yes, they put it all together and they constructed. Bro, it's interesting what they're doing out here, man. These guys, they band together and they're using their social media platform to drive these agendas and to make fights happen, bro.
You remember when you and I used to sit around and talk about stuff like that?
Yeah.
But I don't think both of us really thought, and maybe we just sold ourselves short. Because imagine if we had followed through and done something like this when we were, a year or two ago, we'd have been ahead of the curve. Because our thinking was ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
But I think that's awesome.
But it's awesome. Cool. It's cool, bro. But listen, we still got an ace in the hole, so I'm not worried about it.
It was funny when you said the boxing voice. First thing came to my mind was Boxing Playhouse, and I was like, how?
Yeah. But yeah, they pulled it off, man. And shouts out to everybody. Yeah. Listen, and shouts out to everybody doing their thing. That goes for Boxing Playhouse.
Mike on Sports.
Boxing Voice. Hey, listen, Mike said you're ready to jump back on anytime we want him. But yeah, Mike on Sports, man. All these guys out here grinding and just doing a good service of just trying to bring accurate and factual combat and fight information to the fans.
I'm gonna let y'all know before Mike comes on here, take a nap before that show. Take a nap, because that was our longest show. It was a good show.
It was thick. Yeah, it was thick.
Did not check out on that show. They stuck in there, but it was. I had people texting me the next day talking about, "Don't y'all know we gotta go to work?" I was like, "My bad." My bad. I think that's when we started putting the cap on it.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, and shouts out to Mike Online, Mike Sports Online. Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was Mike on Sports.
Mike on Sports.
Y'all check him out. Check out his podcast.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man.
He is a good guy. He started out on another podcast, went out on his own. He's doing it. He's doing the thing, man.
Indeed.
We like to see that. All right, Mr. Curtis Walker. Where y'all gonna be next? I'm gonna let the Badger answer that question.
What was the question, bro? I'm sorry.
Where y'all gonna be next from Mr. Curtis Walker?
Wherever you want us to be, Kurt. We're just trying to get out here, man. COVID got everything a little jammed up right now. A lot of the events are still without fans, but they opening some local events back up. So you might see us next month in Polk County at the Polk Theater in Lakeland. I know that TNK Promotions has an event going on that night. I'll be at a bare knuckle event tomorrow. But yeah, we'll be around, brother. We're gonna be here. We're gonna hold it down for all the real people out there, man. And we're gonna be there. It's just, trying to pick our spots.
And don't be shocked to see us pop up doing the show live somewhere.
Yeah, that's coming soon too. That's coming.
Where would you like to see us go, Curtis? Because we're always taking suggestions. If we can do it, we'll do it.
And in the meantime,
please don't suggest
Curtis,
a strip club, because I got to go home to my wife. We'll go anywhere else, but don't. The Badger will show up, but don't.
Yeah, I'm game. We can just. It'll just be me. He ain't got to come. It's cool.
I mean, last club he went to, there was a girl that took her wooden leg off and was dangling around at him. So, I'm not saying he goes to all the high class places, but he has a good time.
I don't even know where they came from. And then in the high class places, as he articulated a woman with a wooden leg.
What you trying to say?
That wooden leg, people can't. Right? That who?
You trying to say Eileen can't dance?
Oh, you got to relax. You got to relax. But yeah, in the meantime, though, Curtis, we right here, man, every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Wednesday and Sunday on the Fighter Show Report at 7 p.m. So,
hold on.
Yeah, we here, bro.
Curtis said, I'm fighting on October 17th. Where?
Okay, I think that's the Polk County card, ain't it? I think that's the TNK Promotions card, isn't it?
Yeah, he just said that.
Yeah, all right. Well, you will see us there, bro.
Well, he put the TH. I don't know. You got to fill that one in some more, Curtis.
Yeah, Lakeland. Yeah, the Polk Theater. That's correct. No, that's the same card we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll definitely pull up and we'll see you there, bro. We'll be there.
Can't wait. That's gonna be good. Hey, this one won't go away. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's gonna be Lakeland on October 17th. I guess they usually start their shows around 7:30, but we'll get more information the closer we get.
Yep.
Aren't they competing with somebody? Isn't there another big fight on the 17th?
Ain't that the Teofimo Lomachenko fight?
That might be on the 24th.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. 17th. No, they're competing with my daughter's birthday weekend. Okay. I knew they were competing with something major in
That's
my
the thing.
life.
Something came up. Yeah, we was gonna find that. I'm glad you recovered on air.
Yes.
Because had you not, you would have had a problem when you got off air.
Yes.
How did you forget that, sir?
I didn't.
So good recovery, brother. I commend you.
19th.
They don't call you Twinkle Toes for nothing. You light on your feet, man.
Hey, you know I used to take. I was. No, seriously. My freshman year, I went to Lees McRae College in Banner Oak, North Carolina. A lot of reasons that led me there for that year, but I was part of they were the returning national championship clogging team. Yes.
What?
And I had to take modern dance, which consisted of a little bit of ballet and jazz. So yeah, I've been light on my feet for that reason.
I asked you 2 questions.
Sure.
How much did you weigh?
Well, you asked
And
me
what
one
did
when
you...
you said, can I ask you 2 questions? So.
No. Or 3.
You said 2. Go ahead.
And how did your leotard fit when you put it on?
Did not wear a leotard. Was not trying to do that, even though you're trying to be funny. And I was very athletic.
What did you wear?
Because I played offensive guard as well, and I weighed 295 pounds.
They made tights that big?
I did not wear tights.
You did?
No, I did not, because cloggers don't wear tights.
Oh, what they wear?
They actually wore black slacks, a white shirt, and a white vest. They were
Was
called
your
the
shirt
Highlanders. Yeah,
your shirt was tucked in?
Yes.
Chest, you had buttons unbuttoned? You had your chest hair and shit on?
No. No, because I'm not from Sebring.
Listen, you lucky we can't put no fit in this, because I beg to differ. I don't think you was that cool, bro. I think you had on some tight fitting shit and you don't want to tell us, and it's all right. It's all good.
I was very cool.
I mean, you got the guns out right now, so I mean, it ain't like being an exhibitionist is far removed from your wheelhouse. I mean, you over here showing skin and shit out on the camera.
Do we really want to go to exhibitionism? Do we want to tackle this topic right now?
I'm just saying, bro, you on public TV and a wife beater, bro.
Do we really want to tackle exhibitionism on this show? Right? Y'all know he's a performer, right? Y'all know he's a performer.
Man,
Somebody got a video. Somebody got a video.
Bro, you gotta relax, dude.
Call me an exhibit. No, I did not have my shirt open with Vaseline on my chest and chest hairs glistening. We were very uniform.
Listening all over your body.
We were very uniform. And the funny thing is, bro, clogging was a form of tap originally.
Yeah. I can see the relation. Yeah.
And tap came from stepping, which came from us. Because we were not allowed to communicate in the mines when we were working. So that's where stepping came from. So pretty much everything that we've done has materialized into something else in this country. But yeah, clogging was, you talk about something as a workout. I challenge you, as in shape as you are, to put on some clogging shoes and go through an hour routine.
You know what the good thing about being in shape is? You realize there are different types of being in shape. That ain't what I'm trying to go down. I'm having a hard time with this wrestling stuff because it just beats me up so bad, because that's a different type of shape that I've never been privy to either.
Yeah.
Boxing shape is a different type of shape that I've never been privy to. I mean, remember, I've only really played football, and that's shape, but it ain't like this type of shape. So I'm not going to take you up on that offer. I'm a little bit wiser than that.
As opposed to boxing comes second only to swimming as the most aerobic exercise that you can have.
Facts. Big facts.
It's debated by wrestlers, and it's hard to argue with which is the most aerobic exercise, because both of them use almost every part of the body.
Yeah, when that poll came out, like a month ago or 2 months ago, where it had all the sports listed and which one was the most difficult, and boxing was number 1. I think wrestling was like number 4. I'm with you, bro.
These are people who've never wrestled.
The only way that I can see that is in wrestling, you can stall.
You can stall in boxing if you know what you're doing. Guys take rounds off all the time.
Yeah, but you can't stop moving. You're always in constant movement. When you're wrestling, you can, depending on how you're trying to break a grip or whatever you're trying to get to, you can stall out. We've seen wrestling matches get kind of, they stall out sometimes. But listen,
on the high levels,
That is not me saying anything bad about wrestlers. I just got dumped on my head today. I'm not saying anything bad about wrestlers, but I just think that in some instances you can start in wrestling, where in boxing you can slow the pace of the fight, but it's still a fight and you still got to keep moving.
Listen, the funny thing about the history of wrestling, most wrestlers weren't in the gym lifting weights. I mean, as time has gone and progressed, they've incorporated weightlifting into their routine.
Same thing with boxers.
Right. They were both into bodyweight exercises, calisthenics.
Facts. Yes.
Wrestlers were really big on pegboards, climbing a pegboard using your hands.
Wow, that's
all
tough.
The
Yeah.
other side of the gym,
Yeah,
and then coming, using a rope as well.
Come down. Yep.
So I mean, yeah, it's and when you have to do like gorilla thrusts, gorilla crawls, I don't know if y'all still do them, but when you got to walk on your feet and knuckles across a wood floor to build up your shoulders, to build up your wrists.
You ain't got to tell me, bro. The warm up that we do before we wrestle, I'm like, oh, we still got a class after this? Because I thought we was done.
Right.
Yeah. Nah.
You've got to be, if you're in wrestling shape, and most people don't believe it. It's like, okay, 6 minutes.
They're insane.
I'm like, if you can go 6 minutes on the mat and not breathe hard, you're in shape. Because I know people who are in incredible shape who the tongues were hanging out after 6 minutes, and they were in wrestling shape. It's the thing. If I could get back and do it, if I had the discipline to get back and do it, it would change my life.
And let me say this before we move on. I'm in total agreement with you, and I have no problem with people saying wrestling. If you say boxing and I say wrestling, I feel like it's okay. It's even an exchange. Mm-hmm. MMA, listen, and I want people to understand this, right? When you're watching an MMA fight and you see these guys on the ground, they're just laying. No, they're not. It's so, listen, you don't know what it's like to have someone trying to pull guard or trying to keep someone from getting a particular position. That's what you're watching on the ground. They're not just laying down there, hey, how's your day going today? Hey, did you check the mail? No, none of that's going on. And at the same time, making sure that at any given moment, any extremity or any movement could get you submitted.
Right.
You're doing all this while making sure your chin is tucked, while making sure you're not exposing your neck, while making sure you're not exposing your arm, while making sure you're not exposing your ankle or your knee. Like, this is different level stuff, man. And being able to train and do it every day, have a different type of respect, not a different level of respect, but a different type of respect for what MMA guys go through. But yeah, no, it's definitely a different experience.
And keep in mind now, not only did I wrestle, but I also boxed.
Right.
So I'll never diminish the what it takes to be a boxer.
Yeah.
Man. When you want to find out if you're ready to do this, don't even get in the ring. Just hit that bag continuously for 3 minutes.
Or try shadow boxing for 3 minutes consistently. Like, really, like, pull up somebody that's really shadow boxing and try to emulate that for 3 minutes. I mean, and that's just you in air. Exactly. That ain't no resistance. That ain't no,
exactly. Once you can do that, then get in front of the bag. I'm not talking about moving around. I'm talking about throw, jab, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, continuously for 3 minutes. Yeah. If you can do that without your arms falling off.
Or what you're really trying to say is shoe shine.
Yes. No. Yeah. I'm not talking about shoe shine. I mean, getting your traditional stance and just throw a 1-2, 1-2 for 3 minutes.
Yeah, I had we had a guy come to the gym, and we put him on the bag and shoe shine him, and after like a minute and 30 seconds, he was like, I can't.
Yeah, it looks easy when you start. You're like, After about a minute, you're like, what the heck am I doing?
And I got 2 more minutes.
Is it okay if I just fall out? But I'm telling you, if you can do it, I applaud, and I see people sometimes in the park doing bodyweight exercises. Yeah. And when you see it, it looks cool. But trust me, it took them some time to get to that point.
Listen, check this out, bro. There's a reason why you don't see the most physically cut looking guys as world champions in boxing or MMA. Look at John Jones. John Jones looks in shape. He looks good, right? But he's not a ripped up, chiseled guy like a football player or a track athlete. Nah, different muscles and different body functions at work here. It is totally different, bro.
Let's look at the greatest example: Daniel Cormier,
Cormier, Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury, even
Yeah.
Stipe. Stipe doesn't look.
Yeah, Stipe, he looks in shape, but he's not. Yeah,
He looked
yeah.
like he may do a few push-ups and then go to the bar,
Yeah.
but he's in shape.
Yeah, he's in real shape.
Yeah, because and it took me a while to get this. You know, when I first started learning about this, now in Florida, we love putting them Cadillacs on the bar, especially if you're a lineman.
Yeah.
And seeing how many you can press, how many times. We love it, and
Right.
that's even back when I was playing high school ball.
Right.
But I saw a special on the University of Nebraska. University of Nebraska did not have a weight bench in their weight room. And people are like, "What are you talking about? You know, you got to have a bench. That's how we measure how strong you are." They did exercises like this back in the day, where the machine and pulled against the weight, and these guys were brutally strong. But they didn't do your everyday weights. They did exercises that matched the activity they were doing on the field.
And and basically to summarize what you're saying, that's how Nebraska came into prominence. They came up with some innovative weight training that they were doing that nobody else in the nation was doing, and it showed on the field. They were literally walking through people.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So what he's saying is factual. You can pull up YouTube it, any of the old Nebraska highlights from the late 80s, early 90s. They were different. I mean, they were just steamrolling people, literally steamrolling people.
When
So
you look at the Big Ten, and Nebraska was in the Big Eight back then. But when
Yeah, it was
you look
Big
at
Eight,
the
yeah.
Big Ten and a lot of your other schools in the Big Eight, they were still blocking the classic way in the early 80s, where you put your shoulder and your forearm in somebody's stomach and you double them over and you drive them out the way, or you put them in their side. And Nebraska, when the rules changed, Nebraska was one of those teams that implemented using your hands, getting up under somebody's shoulder pads and elevating them and then getting them out the way, pancaking them.
Yeah.
And those were the exercises they did. And you look at innovative schools like that. Now, mind you, Oklahoma State did that in wrestling. Dan Gable brought that to Iowa when he got to Iowa. You look at that and you're like, wow. Go ahead.
No, I didn't mean to cut you off, brother. But you look at down in South Florida, the exact opposite was happening. Howard Schnellenberg realized that, hey, I'm not getting the biggest guys down, but gee, they're fast. And if I can take a linebacker and make him a defensive end, and you can't block him, and if I can get a safety and put him and make him a linebacker, you can't get away from him. Yeah, that speed was killing, man. It was killing.
And Snellenberger picked up on one other thing. Pride creates attitude. Attitude creates pride. They work hand in hand. And these guys, he realized you can get a couple big guys who, are normally on the offensive line, and you give them a chance to hit somebody from the defensive line. His tackles were big, physical, and strong. When you look at Russell Maryland and Cortez Kennedy,
Mario Cristobal.
Listen, Snellenberger tried
Ryan McKinney. Yeah.
And the sad thing was, I wasn't a Miami fan, but I was a fan of some of their players.
You had to respect it.
And when I look back, I'm like, I should have been a Miami fan because Jerome Brown,
your homeboy, Brooksville, stand up. Yeah.
I played with his nephew. Man, look.
So tragic and sad. That was so sad, bro.
They killed him because he had just stood up to the Klan and made the Klan retreat.
Wait, what?
Yes, sir. They don't talk about it. They didn't tie the two together, but it was all over the news when they had the first Dr. King rally they let him have it at the courthouse. And the Dr. King rally was on one side of the tree that's in the lawn, and on the other corner was the Klan rally. And there were way more people there for Dr. King than there were for the Klan. And Jerome Brown was very vocal and instrumental when they marched about the Klan not being welcome. And then next thing you know, he goes in to have worked on his car, and his brake line is cut.
Wait a minute, bro. So is that so? The brake line is what went out was what caused him to wreck the car?
Yes, sir. Brake line was cut.
Wow. Wow. Really? Wow.
But you're talking about Brooksville back then. Even though he was
Yeah,
a
but we're
main
talking about an
celebrity,
NFL superstar. Yeah.
yes,
How did this not?
because cover-ups are real, bro. And again,
Cut his brake line. That is amazing.
you can
We
talk.
up against it now, bro. We gotta continue this conversation another day. But that's dope. I know I'm intrigued. I want to know more about that. That's crazy. I never heard that before.
Listen, there are a lot of things I could tell you about that small town. But I learned a lot being in that small town. So, yeah, we are up against it. Hey, shout out to Waldo. Come back again, Mr. My friend, Mr. Curtis Walker. We definitely want to see you fight on the 17th. And you said that's in Lakeland, right?
Yes, sir. At the Polk Theater.
Okay. Shout out to Kenman going bare knuckle on us. I think that's this weekend in Daytona.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
gonna
It's
be
tomorrow.
fighting.
And Coach Pete White.
Yeah, Coach Pete White. We got to get the coach back on here. He's really
We
cool,
do.
dude. He followed
He's
us
a
from the
good guy.
beginning.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Shout out to my wife, my daughter, my mom. Shout out to the Red Belly, who looks like he's finally going to get his freedom. He knows what I'm talking about. It's a long time coming.
Blessings, bro. Blessings.
And God is working it out for him, bro. And
Nobody deserves him more. Nobody
I got to put this picture up, bro.
deserves him more.
You won't be able to see it, I
Okay.
don't think. But when you look at the replay, you'll see it. That man right there is smiling and cheesing from ear to ear with this hat on that says "The Fighter Share." So shout out to Pops and his new hat. that he
For
got
damn show,
from the
Pops. For
Badger.
damn show. Yeah. I am a man of my word, as the great Nipsey Hussle said. I keep my word, but the details are confidential. So there it is.
Like a pimp. Hey, shout out to the Badger, man. Shout out to the Badger. Y'all stay tuned. This show it's getting ready to do some things. So, and we need you guys, and we salute you guys, and we support you like you support us. So if you got something going on, like Curtis, let us know, man. We're here for the fighters and the fight fans. So we want to help elevate y'all like you all have helped to elevate us by watching. So on you, bro.
Hey man, listen, shouts out to you. You know, you my brother and my partner in crime. We're gonna keep this thing rolling, as the old folks say. Shouts out to everybody tuned in with us, man. Yep, all those people that name, we definitely appreciate y'all, and make sure y'all come back again. Next time y'all see us will be Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here for the Fighter Show Report. Hey, shouts out to all my entrepreneurs. Success is right around the corner, man. Keep your foot on their neck. Hey, tap in with your people. Mental health is real. Don't let Skip Bayless tell you otherwise, because he's an old white man, which means something, I guess. Fighter Nation, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man. We out of here. We'll see y'all on Sunday. Peace.
She tripping.